Right now, an extraordinary shift is taking place in the cosmos, one so powerful that it's already influencing your mind, body, and spirit in ways you might not fully comprehend. The restless nights, the heightened emotions, the strange and unfamiliar thoughts, these are not random occurrences, nor are they merely products of stress or coincidence. They are the echoes of something vast and unseen, rippling through the fabric of reality. A rare convergence of three significant astrological forces is unfolding, an alignment that occurs only when the universe is preparing for something monumental. This moment is not arbitrary. It has purpose, intention, and meaning. The real question is, why now? And how will it shape the path ahead? Most will dismiss these sensations, chalking them up to a temporary phase, a fleeting mood, or an overactive imagination. But those attuned to the subtleties of energy, the dreamers, the seekers, the ones who listen to the whispers of the universe, know better. They feel it in their bones, in the way the air itself seems charged with an almost electric quality. Time seems distorted, the veil between the seen and unseen is growing thinner, and the boundaries of perception are shifting. It is a moment of transition, a threshold between what was and what is about to be. Signs of this cosmic shift are everywhere for those who know where to look. Synchronicities are intensifying, numbers repeating, meaningful coincidences appearing with eerie precision. Dreams are becoming more vivid, carrying messages that feel urgent, almost prophetic. Encounters with certain people, whether old connections resurfacing or new souls entering your life, carry a sense of deeper purpose, as if orchestrated by forces beyond the physical realm. You might notice a change in your thoughts, an almost foreign perspective creeping in, revealing insights that seem to emerge from nowhere. It's as if reality itself is speaking, nudging you toward awareness, asking you to wake up to something greater. The reason for this shift is not just cosmic, but deeply personal. Each soul is being called to recognize their role in the greater unfolding. For some, this energy will manifest as a crisis, a breaking down of the old self, a dismantling of illusions that no longer serve them. For others, it will be an awakening, a surge of clarity that brings forth new purpose and direction. The key lies in how you choose to receive this energy. Will you resist it, clinging to the familiar, or will you embrace it and step into the unknown? This is not just another day. It is a gateway, a moment where reality bends, and the choices you make now will reverberate far beyond the present. Those who are open, who listen, who trust the unfolding mystery of the universe, will find themselves aligned with something greater than themselves. A shift in consciousness is not just approaching, it is here. And whether you realize it or not, you are already a part of it. This isn't some fleeting moment or random occurrence. It's the culmination of an intense, energetic build-up that won't simply dissolve into the background. The 212th full moon portal isn't closing. In fact, its power is only amplifying. Many assume that once a significant astrological event passes, its influence fades away. But that's a misconception. The effects of this portal are not momentary. They are unfolding in real time, weaving into the fabric of your reality in ways that may not yet be fully visible. Today marks the peak of its activation, a time when its energetic waves are at their most potent, shaping the trajectory of your life in profound and irreversible ways. At this very moment, you are standing in a field of energy that is orchestrating a process of release and realignment. This portal is more than just an ethereal concept. It's a force of cosmic recalibration, working to dismantle what no longer serves you while magnetizing the people, opportunities, and experiences that truly align with your soul's evolution. If you have noticed a sudden shift in your relationships, with certain individuals fading from your life while others unexpectedly reappear, understand that this is not a coincidence. The portal is at work, refining your spiritual path, pruning away the unnecessary, and pulling closer what is meant for you. You do not get to control who stays and who goes. The portal decides, operating beyond the constraints of logic or personal preference. This energetic shift may feel disorienting, like walking through a fog of nostalgia for something you can't quite define. You might feel an unshakable sense of longing, a deep emotional stirring that doesn't seem to have a clear source. This is because the realignment is not just happening on a surface level. It is reaching into the depths of your subconscious, unearthing emotions and memories that need to be acknowledged before they can be released. If you've been feeling emotionally unsteady, questioning your purpose, or sensing an invisible force guiding you in an unfamiliar direction, know that you're not imagining it. The shift is real, and it is only going to deepen. While many associate February 14th with romance and traditional notions of love, this year, the significance of this day extends far beyond fleeting gestures and societal expectations. This Valentine's Day is not just a day of affection. It is a spiritual gateway, an initiation into a new paradigm of love. This love portal is not just about relationships with others. It is a transformation in how you connect with yourself. Love, in its truest form, is not just an emotion. It is a frequency, a resonance that either aligns or clashes with your soul's journey. The relationships that harmonize with your higher self will feel more potent, more undeniable, while those that are misaligned will begin to feel heavier, more strained. If you found yourself reflecting on past relationships, confronting old wounds, or questioning the connections in your life, understand that this is the universe urging you to redefine what love means to you. This is not about settling for comfort or familiarity. It is about stepping into a deeper, more authentic experience of love, one that transcends superficial expectations, whether you are single or in a relationship. This portal is reprogramming your heart, dissolving outdated patterns, and creating space for love that is rooted in truth, wholeness, and energetic harmony. This is a time of profound transformation, one that will continue to unfold long after today. The changes set in motion by the 212 full moon portal are not temporary. They are recalibrating your entire path, ensuring that you are aligned with the highest version of yourself. Trust the process, embrace the shifts, and allow the universe to guide you toward what is truly meant for you. The portal has opened, and you are stepping into a new reality, one where only that which resonates with your soul will remain. As Mercury enters Pisces, the energetic landscape is shifting in profound and deeply emotional ways. This transit is not merely an astrological footnote, it is a transformative force that will bring hidden truths to the surface, urging introspection and emotional depth. Conversations during this time won't just be words exchanged, they will carry an undercurrent of soul-stirring revelations. Thoughts you've long suppressed may rise to the forefront, demanding to be acknowledged. The universe is presenting you with a pivotal question. Are your relationships, whether romantic, platonic, or professional, aligned with the person you are evolving into? This moment in time is more than just a passing phase. It's a portal that will set the energetic tone for the rest of the year. The seeds planted now, the insights gained, and the decisions made will ripple far beyond what is immediately visible. If, on February 14th, you find yourself lost in a haze of thoughts, struggling to focus, or feeling emotionally overwhelmed, understand that this is Mercury in Pisces weaving its influence into your reality. Mercury governs communication, intellect, and perception, while Pisces, a sign of dreams, illusions, and spirituality, does not abide by the constraints of traditional logic. The merging of these energies can create an atmosphere where clarity is elusive, where words seem to dissolve before they fully form, and where intuition grows louder but is not always reliable. Miscommunication may become more frequent. Texts may be misread, conversations may feel surreal, and emotions may run deeper than usual. People may either withdraw into their own worlds or express themselves with an intensity that feels almost otherworldly. Plans may fall through, not due to external chaos, but because the very fabric of reality seems to be shifting. It is crucial to navigate this transit with discernment. Trust your inner knowing, but be wary of illusions, both those projected by others and those created within your own mind. Mercury in Pisces has a way of blurring the lines between reality and fantasy, making it easier to fall into patterns of wishful thinking, nostalgia, or even self-deception. This is a time to listen, to observe, and to sit with what arises rather than rushing to act. The veil between the seen and unseen is thinner now, offering access to profound insights, but also making one more susceptible to confusion and misunderstanding. This shift is not here to create chaos without purpose. It is here to rewrite the way you perceive yourself, your relationships, and the world around you. It is an invitation to embrace fluidity, to explore the depths of your emotions without being consumed by them, and to recognize that truth is not always found in logic alone. It often resides in the spaces between words, in the silences that speak volumes, and in the dreams that linger long after you wake. The journey ahead is just beginning, and how you move through this portal will shape the unfolding narrative of your year. Emotion is a force that transcends the physical realm, weaving through the unseen energies of the universe, and during this time, its intensity is undeniable. Whether you find yourself overwhelmed with deep love, longing for something just out of reach, or even feeling a sudden wave of melancholy you can't quite explain, know that this shift is not just emotional, it's cosmic. The energy in play right now is distorting perception, subtly altering the way you interpret people, conversations, and even your own thoughts. Reality itself is bending, making it easy to misread signals, idolize someone beyond what is real, or fall into a spiral of doubt and overthinking. If you've been feeling ungrounded, uncertain, or lost in the labyrinth of your own emotions, take a deep breath. It's not you, it's the universe at work. As Valentine's Day approaches, this intensity will only heighten. But this year, it isn't just a day for love. It's a celestial event unlike any other. Two powerful energetic forces are converging, merging their vibrations and shaping the way love and connection are experienced. The love portal, a gateway of heightened emotional energy, is opening, allowing feelings to be amplified, relationships to evolve, and new romantic possibilities to manifest with breathtaking speed. At the same time, Mercury is sinking into the ethereal depths of Pisces, a transit that dissolves logic and strengthens intuition. The mind and the heart are no longer separate. Instead, they intertwine, creating a heightened sensitivity to emotions, unspoken words, and the deeper meaning behind every interaction. For those who are spiritually attuned, this period will be especially intense. Telepathic bonds may form, allowing you to sense the thoughts and feelings of those you love without a single word being exchanged. Conversations will carry a strange weight, as if meaning lingers in the pauses, the silences, and even the spaces between words. Dreams may become vivid, revealing messages that feel prophetic. You might experience synchronicities, seeing the same numbers repeatedly, hearing a song that directly relates to your emotions, or stumbling upon signs that feel impossible to ignore. The veil between hearts is thinning, allowing for a level of emotional and spiritual connection that is rarely experienced in such a profound way. But with this gift of deepened understanding comes a challenge. When the boundaries between reality and perception blur, it becomes difficult to distinguish true love from illusion, intuition from wishful thinking. Mercury in Pisces is known for its dreamlike quality, where fantasies feel real and logic takes a back seat to emotion. It's easy to become lost in the depths of longing, to see what you wish to see rather than what is truly there. Be mindful of falling into the trap of romanticizing situations that may not be as they seem. This energy is enchanting, intoxicating even, but it requires awareness. Use this time to deepen authentic connections, to listen to your inner voice, and to embrace the mystery of the universe's timing. Love is not just an emotion. It is a force, a frequency, a vibration that transcends time and space. And right now, that force is at its peak. Let it guide you, but don't let it blind you. The cosmic shift is unfolding, and whether you're ready or not, it will change the way you see love forever. This energy is undeniably powerful, yet its influence is cloaked in illusion, making it difficult to distinguish between what's real and what's merely a trick of perception. It casts a dreamlike glow over everything, amplifying emotions and enhancing intuition, yet also distorting reality in subtle but significant ways. You may find yourself swept up in an overwhelming sense of destiny, believing you've encountered the one or stumbled upon a life-altering truth, only to later realize that it was merely the enchantment of the moment. What feels like a profound epiphany may, in fact, be an emotional surge rather than a genuine revelation. During this time, intuition is heightened, but so is the potential for self-deception. It's easy to project desires onto situations, seeing what you want to see rather than what truly exists. This does not mean you should shut yourself off from your emotions. On the contrary, embrace them fully. Open your heart, explore your feelings, and allow yourself to connect with others in meaningful ways. However, balance this openness with discernment. If something seems too perfect, let it breathe. Give yourself the gift of time, for when this energy subsides, clarity will return. What once seemed certain may be revealed as a mirage, and new truths may emerge that shift your understanding entirely. Some realizations will be gentle, while others may be startling enough to change everything. Beyond emotional currents, words will carry an extraordinary weight over the next 48 hours. Language, often taken for granted, will become a vessel for deeper meaning, with seemingly casual remarks resonating far beyond their surface level. Have you ever had someone say something completely unassuming, yet it lingers in your mind for hours or even days? A passing comment that feels strangely personal, whether a cryptic warning, an oddly precise compliment, or a piece of advice that strikes a chord in ways you can't explain. This phenomenon will be heightened now. Conversations may feel eerily significant, as if the universe itself is speaking through the people around you. This shift is influenced by lingering lunar energy, the still active December 21st portal, and Mercury's transition into Pisces, a sign known for its ethereal and intuitive nature. These cosmic alignments are subtly transforming the way we communicate, listen, and interpret meaning. People will unconsciously channel deeper messages, speaking truths they might not even realize they are voicing. Likewise, you may find yourself saying things that surprise you, as if tapping into an unseen current of wisdom. Pay attention to the words that find you during this time, whether through conversations, dreams, songs, or even unexpected signs. The universe is whispering, and while not every message will be literal, each carries a piece of the larger puzzle. Let this period inspire reflection rather than impulsive action. Let emotions flow, but do not let them dictate your every move. When the fog lifts, the true landscape of your reality will reveal itself, and with it, a deeper understanding of what was meant to stay and what was simply passing through. Sometimes you'll find that a casual remark sticks with you long after the conversation is over. A simple exchange of words, seemingly innocent and offhand, could linger in your mind, and you may wonder why it feels so significant. It's almost as though the universe is speaking to you through other people. What seemed like just another fleeting conversation could, in reality, be carrying a message you weren't quite prepared for, but that you needed to hear at this very moment. Maybe a stranger says something so specific that it feels too intentional to be coincidence, and you find yourself thinking, "This was meant for me." It's as if the universe has orchestrated this brief interaction to give you just the guidance you didn't realize you were seeking. The strange thing is, you may not always know why certain words resonate so deeply. Sometimes it can feel like the message is bigger than you can immediately grasp. But trust in the idea that they have purpose, even if the reasoning is not immediately clear. These moments aren't just trivial. They are signs, subtle nudges that guide us towards something greater, something more aligned with our journey. The words that penetrate your thoughts might be laying the groundwork for change, growth, or clarity, even if it takes time for you to fully understand their meaning. What's even more fascinating is that this energy flows both ways. You might find yourself unexpectedly blurting out words or thoughts you weren't planning to share, as if something else is guiding the conversation. Perhaps you give someone advice or say something that feels almost prophetic, like the words are coming from a place beyond your conscious mind. Have you ever experienced a moment when you told someone something so perfectly aligned with their situation that it took you by surprise? In those instances, it's almost as though you've tapped into something universal, channeling insights that weren't necessarily your own, but somehow connected to a larger truth. In those light, seemingly inconsequential moments of communication, people can inadvertently predict the future, and their offhand remarks may evolve into meaningful prophecies. Sometimes, we don't even realize how powerful our words can be until we step back and look at the bigger picture. It's in those quiet moments, where thoughts are shared without the weight of heavy intent, that truths often emerge. These little moments of insight can shift your perspective in unexpected ways, offering you new understanding about the path ahead. Of course, not everyone will notice these subtle messages. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, many people are too distracted or disconnected to pick up on the significance of certain words. But if you stay present, if you remain open and attentive, you'll start noticing these whispers of wisdom woven throughout your daily interactions. Every conversation is a potential doorway to something deeper, and it's up to you to decide whether or not to walk through it. For the next 48 hours, try not to dismiss anything that people say, whether it's someone you know well or a complete stranger. There is meaning hidden in those words, and it may come at the most unexpected moment. If something feels important, trust that it probably is. Even if the message doesn't make perfect sense right away, let it sit with you and allow its significance to unfold in time. The universe has a way of speaking to us through the voices of others, and sometimes all it takes is a moment of awareness to truly hear it. Valentine's Day has evolved into a celebration of love, a time for chocolates, flowers, and heartfelt gestures. But beneath the glossy veneer of romance lies a much older, more enigmatic truth. What if I told you that February 14th was never originally about love in the way we understand it today? The origins of this day reach far beyond Cupid's arrows and heart-shaped candies. In fact, it was once part of a much more primal and untamed celebration, Lupercalia, an ancient Roman festival shrouded in mystery and raw energy. Lupercalia, celebrated around the Ides of February, was far from the gentle expressions of affection we associate with modern Valentine's Day. This festival was a powerful, chaotic rite of passage that sought to honor fertility, purification, and the elemental forces of nature. The rituals surrounding Lupercalia were anything but delicate. They were intense, often wild, and grounded in the understanding that love and life could not exist without both creation and destruction. This ancient festival was a time when Roman citizens didn't simply exchange thoughtful cards or pleasant gifts. They engaged in fervent ceremonies to connect with nature's most primal energies. Priests, known as Luperci, would sacrifice goats and a dog, believed to symbolize purification and fertility. Their skins would be used to create thongs, known as februa, which were then used to strike the participants in an act meant to encourage fertility and cleanse them of misfortune. People, men and women alike, would even partake in a chaotic lottery, pairing up for the festival, embracing the unpredictable twists of fate. Lupercalia was a time of wild abandon, where the lines between the sacred and the profane blurred, where passion and chaos intertwined. It was as if the very essence of nature, unfiltered and untamed, seeped into the streets. The energy was one of transformation, of becoming something more, but also shedding what no longer served. The festival tapped into the raw, unrefined power of the earth itself, embracing both its nurturing and destructive qualities. There was no hesitation, no holding back. It was an expression of humanity's deepest, most untapped desires, a time when the forces of life and death, love and loss, creation and destruction existed in a delicate balance. As time passed, the Church sought to Christianize this ancient festival, shifting its focus to the martyrdom of St. Valentine, a much softer and more romanticized narrative. But even as Valentine's Day took on the characteristics we recognize today, the ancient energy of Lupercalia never truly disappeared. The deep, primal forces that once fueled the festival still linger in the background, subtly shaping our modern-day understanding of love and desire. Think about the intensity and chaos that love can evoke, how easily passion can transform into something untamed, how fleeting moments can feel like both creation and destruction. These ancient energies are still within us. They may not manifest in the same overt ways, but every now and then, they peek through the fabric of our everyday lives. In a world that often seeks to sanitize and soften everything, Lupercalia serves as a reminder of the untamed forces that flow through us all, reminding us that love, in its most raw and primal form, is not always soft and sweet. Sometimes it is as wild, unpredictable and transformative as the ancient festival that once marked February 14th. Valentine's Day has always held a kind of magnetic pull, doesn't it? It's a day that seems to stretch the boundaries of emotions, from passionate love to quiet moments of yearning, from deep affection to profound loneliness. It's almost as if everything you've felt tucked away in the corners of your heart rises to the surface, louder and clearer than usual. This is no accident. Beneath the surface, Valentine's Day carries with it the echoes of something ancient, something primal, something connected to the very core of what it means to be human. And this year, the cosmic energies at play make these emotions feel even more intense, more vivid, and more undeniable than ever before. On this day, you may find yourself standing on the edge of something unexpected. For some, Valentine's Day is a time of joyful love, romantic connections, and the blossoming of deep affection. For others, it's a time when old wounds are reopened. Perhaps a breakup emerges out of nowhere, or long-lost lover resurfaces, igniting confusion and unexpected emotions. There's also the other side of the coin, where the quiet ache of loneliness becomes more pronounced, forcing you to confront the parts of yourself you've been trying to ignore. This isn't just coincidence. Valentine's Day doesn't just amplify love, it magnifies every emotion you've been carrying, whether you're ready for it or not. Think about it. This is the time when emotions buried deep inside us, often too complicated or too intense to deal with, finally come to light. If you have been in a relationship that's been faltering or unstable, the cracks in the foundation might suddenly feel wider and more unmanageable. And if you've been avoiding confronting your feelings, whether of hurt, anger, or unresolved affection, they could come rushing forward all at once, demanding your attention. Valentine's Day, with all its symbolism and intensity, creates a pressure cooker effect on the heart, forcing you to reckon with whatever has been lurking beneath the surface for far too long. But it's not just about the romantic relationships in your life. Even if you're single, you might feel the pull of this energy in ways that are subtle, yet profound. You could find yourself drawn towards someone unexpectedly, sensing a connection that feels magnetic, as if the universe itself is guiding you toward them. Or perhaps the day encourages a deeper kind of self-reflection, an opportunity to rediscover parts of yourself that you've long neglected. It's not just the love we share with others that takes center stage on Valentine's Day. It's also the love we share with ourselves, our capacity for self-acceptance, and our understanding of what true connection really means. It's a time to ask the question, what kind of love do you need? Not just from others, but from yourself. For many, Valentine's Day holds the potential for something transformative, a chance to uncover hidden truths about love and longing, about passion and pain, about connections and disconnections. Whatever has been lying dormant within you, whatever feelings you've pushed aside, may surface in a rush of clarity. And while that can be uncomfortable, even overwhelming, it can also lead to deep healing, powerful growth, and a renewed sense of what it truly means to love, both others and yourself. The energy surrounding this time of year goes far beyond just romantic relationships. It's about deep, soul-level connections that resonate within us all. This isn't simply about love in the conventional sense. It's about how you connect with yourself, how you come to terms with your past, and how you envision your future. It's about discovering the unspoken desires of your heart, those hidden yearnings you might not even be fully aware of, until the right moment brings them to light. It's a transformative force that calls for reflection, offering the opportunity to redefine what love means to you, not just in terms of others, but in a broader, more profound sense. So, if February 14th feels like more than just another calendar day, if your emotions seem amplified and you're sensing a shift you can't entirely place, know that you're not mistaken. Something is stirring in the air, an energetic current that invites you to feel the true essence of this time. Perhaps it's the symbols of Valentine's Day, roses, candlelight, and all the outward displays of affection that make it feel particularly intense. But the truth is that this energy goes much deeper than the surface-level celebrations we're accustomed to. Historically, the roots of this day come from something far more powerful, something raw and untamed, a force that stirs the deepest parts of the human experience. Right now, as you move through the day, you may notice every emotion feels more intense, every challenge, every strange moment feels amplified. It's as though there's an unseen shift happening all around you, A shift that's neither subtle nor easy to ignore. The air feels denser, the sense of time seems distorted, speeding up in one instant and dragging the next, creating a surreal quality to your experience. It's as if reality itself is holding its breath, pressing in on you with an intensity that invites reflection, challenges, and growth. In this moment, life seems to be watching, waiting, gauging how you will respond. Are you ready to face this heightened awareness? Are you open to the changes unfolding? The energy that's in the air right now isn't just about love in its traditional form. It's about the deeper connections that touch your soul, bringing with them both discomfort and transformation. This Valentine's Day, embrace the full spectrum of emotions that arise, knowing that they are part of something much bigger than you can fully comprehend. It's the essence of connection, vulnerability, and personal awakening. This week is unlike any other. There's an undeniable shift in the atmosphere, an energy that feels almost charged, creating a pressure that's both palpable and intense. In the days ahead, you may notice a series of events unfolding, each one seemingly designed to test you in ways you haven't been tested before. It's as if the universe is pushing your boundaries, challenging you in ways that might trigger old patterns, urging you to react in familiar ways. But here's the catch. If you respond the way you always have, nothing will change. You'll find yourself in the same cycle, facing the same outcomes, perpetuating the past. During this time, you might find yourself confronted with small but oddly specific challenges. It could be a conversation that strikes a deep chord within you, or a person acting in ways that bring to the surface something you've been avoiding or denying. It's as if the universe is placing mirrors in front of you, reflecting the parts of yourself that need to be seen, understood, and perhaps healed. Your patience may be tested, your emotions may surge to the surface, and your sense of self might feel momentarily shaken. But understand this: these moments are not accidents. They are purposeful, part of a larger plan that's unfolding, even if you can't see the full picture yet. What you're experiencing is a spiritual pressure test. It's not a punishment, nor is it a cruel game. It's a rite of passage, an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are ready for something bigger, something transformative. Ready for what, exactly? That's the mystery, and it's something you won't fully comprehend until the pressure lifts and you look back with clearer eyes. But the process itself is as important as the destination, and each moment of discomfort is a sign that you're moving closer to a deeper understanding of yourself and your purpose. If you pay attention, you might start to notice something profound happening around you. The universe works in mysterious ways, and the more in tune you become, the more you'll see the subtle signs and synchronicities guiding you along the path. It's as if the universe is aligning events in a way that feels too perfectly timed to be a coincidence. Each encounter, each twist in your journey is contributing to a larger unfolding. The pressure you're feeling now is part of that process, and while it may seem overwhelming at times, it's actually a sign that you're on the brink of something significant. So, as these challenges arise, instead of reacting the way you always have, take a moment to pause. Reflect on what the universe might be asking of you. What new response, what new perspective could break you free from the old patterns? This is not just about surviving this week. It's about evolving through it, stepping into a new version of yourself, one that is more aligned with your true potential. The signs are there. All you have to do is look. There's something more beneath the surface of what we experience on a day-to-day basis, an intricate web of energy, timing, and decisions. Your own mind, in this moment, plays a critical role in the outcome of the situation you find yourself in. It's not just the external world that shapes your path. It's also the internal landscape that demands your attention. Right now, more than ever, the thoughts that arise in your mind are part of the challenge. You might notice how they feel heavier, almost like an anchor dragging you down. These thoughts may lead you into doubt, urging you to question what you've known, or even the progress you've made so far. You might find yourself slipping into old habits that once felt safe, but no longer serve you. This inner struggle can sometimes become a battle between what you feel is true and the uncertainty that seems to emerge out of nowhere. It's in moments like these when the veil between the seen and unseen is at its thinnest. Your intuition, your deeper knowing, may be rising to the surface, trying to guide you. However, alongside that powerful insight, there may also be illusions, false beliefs or distractions that cloud your perception and confuse the path ahead. The challenge is this: will you trust what you feel deep inside, that quiet yet strong voice that is trying to point you in the right direction? Or will you allow the noise of doubt and confusion to take over, pulling you further away from what you truly desire? It's a question of self-awareness, of tuning in to the truth that lies within. This isn't just about a test of willpower or persistence, it's about your readiness for the next phase of your journey. The universe, in its own way, is watching and aligning things for you, but not to judge or punish you. Instead, it's observing how you respond to the challenges and the subtle shifts taking place. It wants to see if you're truly prepared for what's coming, the opportunities and transformations that are just around the corner. The question isn't whether life will throw difficulties your way, it's how you'll perceive and react to them. So in the coming days, when things begin to feel overwhelming or when doubt creeps in, take a moment to pause, breathe, reflect. Ask yourself, is this situation happening to me, or is it happening for me? This shift in perspective can change everything, opening up new possibilities that you hadn't even considered. It's in those moments of stillness and clarity that your path becomes clearer, and you begin to recognize the lessons in the challenges you face. Thank you for sticking around and engaging with this message. If you resonate with what you've heard, your support means the world. Consider subscribing for more content like this, and feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. We're all on this journey together, and your insights could be just what someone else needs to hear. Until next time, take care of yourself, trust the process, and remember, you're exactly where you need to be.